Hey pumpkin people, Cindy here, and it's time to start seeds. But before I start my varsity squad, I need to practice on some JV seeds. So I've got 4 pumpkin seeds here from one that I grew last year that I've got a lot of seeds from. I've got a little piece of 120 sandpaper, and I'm just going to file these, avoiding the tip, all the way around lightly along the edge. And when you see a color change there along the edge, you know you've filed enough. So that process is called scarification, and it just allows moisture into the seed coat a little bit better. Next step, we're going to soak them. So while those seeds are soaking, now it's time to get my potting soil all mixed up, and I do that in my laundry room. I use 3 different products. The first thing I do is get a couple cups of black gold. It's kind of like the gold standard. Maybe I'll do 3 cups. And then I use Dr. Earth. So an equal amount of that. Put 3 cups in. And then, because I think that when you're starting seeds, having the right balance of moisture is so important, and not over irrigating. I add extra perlite to the mix, and so I've just got some perlite here, and I'm going to add 3 cups of that. Now, because these are just practice seeds, I am not going to add in a bunch of beneficials, azos, mycorrhizae. This is just to test out my heat and how long they're going to take to germinate. And I'm going to mix this up and fill my 4-inch pea pots. Actually, I don't use peat pots. I use just regular 4-inch pots. So you can see what the mix looks like. It's really heavy on the perlite, which I love for when I'm starting seeds. I like these really flexible pots because I'm going to need to transplant them, and having flexibility is really nice so that you can just squeeze them out of their pot when it's time. And I also like to use a smaller pot like this because I feel like they heat up really well. A larger pot, I don't know if it's going to be as evenly heated as a smaller pot. All right, there we go. All right, well, here is where the magic happens. I've got my pots heating on the mat. I've got it set for 88 degrees. Right now, the probe is in the water and it's at 80.4 degrees. I'm going to pop these seeds in here, these 4 seeds, and just let them soak for 8 hours. That's how I do it. Lots of people have different amounts of time. I do it for 8 hours. So it's 2 o'clock right now, and at 10 p.m. I will plant the seeds into these pots. They'll be warmed up. I'm going to put the lid on, close up those vents, and let that heat up. Okay, it's time to plant these seeds. I've got the first one in the soil. I like to plant them on their sides, about 1 inch down. Tamp it down lightly. The reason why I like to put them on their side is because I think that they do a better job of shedding their seed coat if we don't plant them pointy end down. And because they've been soaking for so long, I don't need to add any extra moisture to these pots. Otherwise, they're just going to get waterlogged. All right, cover it up with the dome. And we should see that dirt cracking in about 2 more days. The thermostat was set at 88 degrees. These guys have been in the little domed propagation chamber here. And check it out. I see cracking of the soil in all 4 pots. So we're going to have 100% germination. You know, a lot of people are kind of incredulous that I soak the seeds as long as I do. But I don't add water to my potting mix. The seeds get a long soak because this is just right out of the bag potting mix, no water added. Now that I see some cracking going on of the soil, I can add a little bit of tepid water and let them finish up. They'll probably be fully exposed by tomorrow or tonight even, actually. So there you have it. Looks like the test germination's going to be complete. We'll take another look at them tomorrow night, or tonight and tomorrow morning. All right, and here we are a little bit later. And got some life here. Hypocotyl sticking up there. Hypocotyl sticking up here. And look at that. No seed coat. I anticipate all of them will not have a seed coat since I planted them sideways. We'll see in a few more hours. All right, here we are, and we've got babies. Let's take off that dome. And we're 100% germination. Not only that, but all the seed coats were shed as they germinated. So now these guys are ready to get off the heat and a couple days be transplanted into bigger pots and put under grow lights.